Hello, this is Jizzo Chats, and we have Jizzo's Love Hate, my UK band from the UK. So let me introduce everyone. Stevie Pierce, the R stands for arugula, and Christian Kimmett. We look like that Brady Bunch thing. Here's a story of a lovely lady. And we got Christian Kimmett on bass below me. And the newest, dare I say, member of the band, Mr. Charles Evans, right there to my southwest.
Newish.
How are you doing, dudes? How's everyone doing?
Very well.
How's the weather there?
Cold as
Good. Let's start
It's
off.
not that bad.
Go. Please carry on.
It's gotten cold down here, but you're up north, aren't you? You're used to it. It's always cold down here now.
So it's
I'm sitting with my window open.
Here we are, and this is Jizzo's Love Hate, and we have ourselves another UK tour coming up, albeit a year from now. But surprise, HRH announced this week, and so I had to scramble and get my shit together, and so we got a bunch of dates, and our HRH date is going to be Thursday, November 2nd, 2023, which is granted a year away, but it'll be good, as all HRHs are. It's lots of fun, and the crowds are great, and it's going to be a good time.
Always a good time.
Please, someone speak.
We haven't been back there in ages, have we? I can't remember the last one we did. Probably Sleaze.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, as we all know, I was scheduled to be on tour with you guys in 2020, right? February 2020.
Yeah.
And we were getting ready to do that, and then obviously this happened and screwed everything up. And we still, and at the time, I had that hopium that it was only going to be a month or two, and that it was only going to be 30 days, man, and to flatten the curve, man. And obviously things got pushed and pushed and pushed, and here we are years later.
It was 3 years.
It's
crazy.
I pushed it back a couple of times. And then I reached the point where I didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? I didn't know what was going to happen. I mean, I don't think anybody did, but I mean, you tell me, are there any restrictions now with you guys?
No, not really.
I'm aware of.
I do remember we'd done a lot of rehearsals before that happened with Charles. We'd done the whole Blackout record, and do you remember that rehearsal we had? And I came to London. We were both in London, Kimmett, and then it was 3 days later, everything just went to shit. Yeah. And it was like, God, Charles has done all this work, and now it's gone. And but now things are clear now. Like, even if you travel to Europe on a plane, they don't even check you anymore.
Yeah.
Nutty. It's you guys just went to Denmark. I mean, was there any weirdness?
No,
that was fine. No, it was cool.
Apart from
I just went to Mexico and it was all good.
What? Oh, you went to Mexico? Yeah. Well, good. Well, Mexico is a wonderful place.
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing there? Just binge drinking?
I went out with Dad Stuart, actually. I had a couple of days out with Chad, and then I went to see our old buddy Dizzy and co.
Chad, what was Chad doing in Mexico? Dare I ask?
He was filling in for a band called Gene Loves Jezebel.
Oh, okay.
They were touring with the Mission, so it just coincided. It was good. It was good to catch up.
I used to love that band, Gene Loves Jezebel. They were killer.
Yeah.
tell us a little bit. You guys have a little tour coming up next week. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I made a human sacrifice and got some more lambs. No, it's good actually. We've working the set hard, and we're doing four dates. London Water Rats on the 10th, then the Waterloo Blackpool on the 11th, Sheffield Corporation on the 12th, and then Ye Old Bannerman's on the 13th, and then
Good
we come
old
home.
Bannerman.
Never lets us down, does it?
No,
Ever.
no. Good
So
old
we're
Bannerman.
psyched. We got a lot of new energy now, but of course that come from us jamming with your stuff, you know, and doing the love hate stuff.
I listened to your song, and it's very it's very punk rock. It's what is it, about 280 beats per minute?
It's the Holy Trinity right in the middle of punk, metal, and rock, somewhere in the middle.
Very Sex Pistols-y, because I've been watching a lot of old Sex Pistols tours and stuff like that, and it's got that pistol. I said pistol, not pistolero, mind you.
Oh, that's not good. No Spanish influence here, sir. I I'd written that when we were you know what it's like when you're rehearsing and you're just dicking around. When I had the riff, and Charles and Kimmett didn't realize that in one of our rehearsals before I got them in the Hooligans, they didn't realize that I'd already played that riff and then taken it to what was the existing bunch of Hooligans at the time. So it's actually,
this is going back 3 years. Like,
yeah,
this was end of 2019 or something.
Mm.
The first rehearsal we ever did.
No, it wasn't.
So Charles, tell us, you're the new guy, so why don't you just tell everybody a little bit about yourself, who you played with. You live in London.
I do, yeah. I moved down here. So I lived in Oxford till I was like 20. Moved down here 5 years ago, something like that, with a band called Silk Road. And then obviously we were lucky enough to join you guys on tour.
That's where I first saw you, and that's where I thought, excellent.
Take me away from that, yeah.
Are you still working at that pub?
Yeah, I run the place. Yeah, it's decent. It's good. It's busy.
Good bar.
The pub.
Yeah,
What's
it's
the
a
name
good
of the
little bar.
place?
Aces and Eights.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Tufnell Park, North London. It's a nice little boozer.
Okay.
It's a good bar. Very good rock bar.
Cool.
Yeah.
So was that your other band? Was that like one of the first bands that you've been in?
Yeah, I started that band when I was in college.
Okay.
It's like 2014 or something.
All right.
And then 3 of us all moved to London together.
Yeah, that I did remember that because when I first met you, it struck me because most bands don't do that commitment of actually living
I remember
together.
having a conversation with you about that. Yeah.
Yeah, because it really has a way of bonding, and not only it affects the music, everything, because you're living together and all the highs and lows, and you end up writing songs about the shit that's going on in your life, but everyone can relate to it because you're all
together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we lived together, worked together, we were touring together. We'd work however many days in a row together in the same bar, and then jump in the same van and sleep in it in car parks, and we were never far from each other at all.
wow.
Which gets interesting.
Yeah, that's why you end up hating each other. But
yeah.
Well, cool. So how long you been playing drums?
Oh God, like 20 years. I started when I was...
Christian just emailed me, said that his shit isn't working. So we'll just have to carry on without him. Charles, I mean, because of this, we haven't formally actually played a gig together yet.
Oh, no.
And which is weird.
It's crazy. I feel like I've learned the love-hate set 3 times and forgotten it 3 times, and then learn it again 3 times.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Crazy.
But you know it now.
Yeah. It's all good. I know it now.
Imagine if he sucks.
I know, Jesus. Well, we're gonna play some new songs off off my Hell California record that Stevie actually played on. And it's always fun for me to come to the UK. I mean, I haven't been there in so long. I'm so happy that I'm able to come back. Really feared that a lot of these venues were going to close because of all this shit that was going on.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them were close. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. My venue was close. Like I nearly lost my place. And there were so many people I was talking to who nearly lost it. And it was like that whole red list thing as well.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing so many promoters saying that their venues were on the red list.
Wow.
Yeah, we got lucky enough that we got some government funding, but yeah, there was
Some did,
quite a
and
few
yeah,
that-
some didn't. I know that Waterloo guy didn't, and so he was kind of screwed.
He's done well. I mean, he came out the
He's
other
done
end
incredible.
of this winning.
Well,
he managed to get funding and people helped, and now he's just won best venue in the UK. I mean, it's
He's turned it
incredible,
he's
really.
turned it into a bed and breakfast, hasn't he?
I think he's just, I don't know, he's really seems to have expanded it somehow. I mean, I think he just did all the work himself.
Mhm.
It's good. Glad it survived. I do like it.
Yeah. He's a good guy, you know, and it's nice because I remember that it was a little touch and go for a while, but all right, well, so everything seems to be good other than we lost the bass player.
I'm just texting him. So,
And go on, you're gonna.
So what I was going to say is it's been so long. What are we going to play on this tour? On this small run of dates?
Well, we're gonna. Right now, it's a week of dates, and I'll sort it out better for people when I actually get, you know, HRH announced so fast, and I was just thinking it's a year away. I don't have to think about it. I can concentrate, you know, on my meth lab, and then they you know, they did what they did. They pulled the trigger, and so yeah. I mean, we're playing the normal places, you know, the Camden in London and Tivoli, and a couple other places, and we'll be playing, you know, obviously the majority of the songs off the first and second record. That's what you got to do. You know what I mean? We're not going to do any weird. We're not going to go off in any sort of, you know, weird direction. Yeah, we're not going to get artsy. We're not going to get artsy. We'll be doing all this, and we're going to play some, like I said, some songs off my new record, which I was, you know, excited to play. And yeah, everyone will get to see us, you know. Like I said, I mean, I want everyone to watch this channel, because we'll be doing updates and stuff, and you guys will be rehearsing, and we can maybe do some video of that, and, you know, keep everyone kind of in the loop of what's going on. And
I'm excited for it because I don't know. I think from even before we joined, you know, it's always done really well in the UK. There's always been such a following there, and I don't.
Where
I don't think
a
that's-
lot of people have not. So I've heard a lot of tours
right now. It's there's struggling, man, and bands are coming here and you know, and it's hurting venues too when these bands do that, and it's like,
Well,
I think
why is that? Why is it just what's
there's fees involved, isn't there? And then people have to be paid. There's staff have to be laid on when a band comes, and then nobody turns up to the show, and then suddenly the venue is having to pay. You know, I don't know. I wouldn't say which bands that's happening to, but
well, you would, but we don't want to.
I was told strictly not to start throwing people under the bus before this started. But but the point is what I'm trying to make is it's always back. Is that Love Hate always seems to do extremely well. I can't remember too many bum shows, to be honest with you.
You know, hey, it is what it is. Sometimes nobody comes because no one knows what's going on. I mean, I don't want to name names, but a lot of times some of these promoters, they just don't give a shit. You know what I mean? They just throw it out there and see if it sticks. You know, you have to contribute. You have to help. You know what I mean? Because it's a what do we do? Is this the virtual tour?
All right.
He's petrified.
He's frozen.
No, my thanks to the fans, you know, the gigs have generally been really, really good. So you're back.
I'm back, it would appear, for now.
Yeah, well, we're signing off soon, but I didn't know.
3 minutes.
How's Edinburgh? How's Edinburgh doing?
It's good. Everyone up here is cool. Obviously you were just talking about shows and promotion there when I logged back in, but yeah, we're doing okay at Bannerman still and stuff, and you know, shows are picking up. And
remember during this when you guys were doing takeout pints? I just the idea of going in and getting a pint in a styrofoam cup just I mean takes all the majesty out of the Guinness. It really does.
I had to do that as well, but I was only allowed to serve if it was in a sealed container. So I was getting like milk cartons, and then like friends of mine were coming up and I was giving like 2 pints of Guinness in a milk carton. It was disgusting.
Remember when they were going to put up the glass shields on the stage and stuff? And I mean, there was actual talk of putting up a plexiglass barrier, like we would be lizards in a little terrarium or something. I mean, it just, thank God.
Some places still have that in, but just not on a stage. You go to a lot of different places, even like a cafe or something. They still have the perspex boxes up.
It's for those people that are driving alone in their car with a mask and goggles and gloves. You know what I mean?
They're still around.
All right. Well, I got less than a minute left. I want to thank you guys, Stevie Pierce, Christian Kimmett, and Charles Evans. And this is Jizzo's Love Hate. And we'll be playing next year, 2023, UK tour. I'm excited about it. We're all excited about it, to play those lovely songs once again. And we'll keep you guys updated on this JProl TV channel. And yeah, it's wonderful. It's good to be alive.
It is
absolutely
exciting.
And go check out Stevie's band Hooligans, who coincidentally happen to be the same fucking band.
2 for the price of 1, sir.
Strange, that is. All right. Well, I got less than a minute left. I want to thank you guys, Stevie Pierce, Christian Kimmett, and Charles Evans. And this is Jizzo's Love Hate. And we'll be playing next year, 2023, UK tour. I'm excited about it. We're all excited about it, to play those lovely songs once again. And we'll keep you guys updated on this J Pearl TV channel. And yeah, it's wonderful. It's good to be alive.
It is
Absolutely.
exciting.
And go check out Stevie's band, Hooligans, who coincidentally happen to be the same f***ing band.
2 for the price of 1, sir.
Strange, that is.